straight up like this. I just got that text that the link is definitely cut the fuck off for November. Y'all better stay the fuck out of my way in these stores. I'm walking out with cards and I'm not paying for shit. Trump, if you won't, motherfuckers start looting, what's gonna happen? Before my kids go broke this bitch like Jack, I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit, swipe my link card, as soon as that bitch say, ain't no pending balance on there, I'm going to walk the fuck out. And I'm gonna have one of my cousins with me that'll punch your ass so hard you gonna think a Jet 2 holiday hit your bitch ass if you think I ain't finna walk out that store. And please follow me to that motherfucking car. If you feeling motherfucking foggy, bitch, you ain't gonna make it back to your motherfucking position at that fucking Walmart store. I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell you.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. We're back on another video. So before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechaha Kodash, to the apostle and elder bishop of Great Millstone who rule well. I'd like to give double honor, shalom to the 144,000, to the 1/3, to the hopeful elect, shalom. Here with another lesson. I'm going to call Big Daddy Esau have cut you off, Eve. Or maybe something else, but I like that one. Alright. As we all know, this coming November 1st, the government is shutting off the EBT. And they got these Eves, so-called black women, ready to crash out behind some food stamps that a lot of them been on for years anyway, who had multiple children so they can get these big amount, $1,500, $2,000. Hey, I even know personally somebody that getting like $2,500 worth of food stamps. So they've been riding high for generations after generations of this food stamp thing. None of them want to get off of it. Heck, none of them not even trying to get off of it. A lot of them, once they get it, they teach their kids, teach their daughters how to get it, and they teach their daughters how to get it. So now, we're here in the last days. Yahweh Bashem Hawashai has put a spirit on Esau Edom to cut off that fruitful vine that Eve has been using for generation after generation. So now everybody ready to crash out. But they have been warned for the past 40-some years, starting with our elder apostles and men on down, that this time will come. Now the women who's following GMS, who want to be, part of the hopeful elect, they understood this, so they more than likely they got themselves together. But for 2/3 of our women who didn't take heed to the warning, who continue on using food stamp, relying on the government, relying on the strength of the government, hey, Yahweh Bashem Hawashai has confounded you with that same trust that you put into him. Now you have nothing. You can no longer use EBT to get food for your children, to help pay bills, and any other little things you were using them for. Yahweh Bashem Hawashai has confounded Salaki, the women of the 12 tribes, starting with the Judite woman. So let's go ahead and get into these scriptures. All right. Starting here, Isaiah 32, 10-12. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. Yeah, a lot of these women lived in carelessness. They didn't care, just blowing the money, getting on social media, talking about how much they're getting, just allowing friends and family to use the card, or just selling them off, because they always figured that, hey, every month these stamps are gonna come. They never figured they're gonna come a time where food stamps will run out, even at the same time, even after seeing signs that this was a close possibility, especially in the last, I would say, 3 to 4 years. For the vengeance shall fail, the gathering shall not come. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the fail of that vintage. Matter of fact, let's go into that word vintage. Because we're seeing it fail right before our face. We're watching Isaiah 32 come to fruition. After giving so many warnings to these women who's being at ease, that, hey, the time is coming to where you're not going to be able to enjoy the luxuries that Esau Edom been giving you. That he is going to cut you off. But a lot of them didn't take it seriously. Now look at them. Let's see. Vintage Strong H1210.
Strong's H1210. Batsir.
From Strong H1219 clip, i.e. the crop vintage. Vintage. They go into the root of the word. Strong H1219.
Strong's H1219. Batsir.
A primitive root to clip off, specifically as denominative from Strong H1210 to gather grapes, also to be isolated, i.e. inaccessible by height or fortification, to cut off, to defense, fortify, grape gatherer, many things, mighty things, restrain, strong, wall up, withhold. Yeah, Esau Edom is withholding that vintage. He's withholding that grape. That how do you say it? The grape gathering. So you no longer have that option to go gather those grapes, to go get those groceries that you love to pile up, to go get those big boxes of assorted chips and different kind of juices, different kind of Hawaiian punch, jungle juices and things like that, to go to not be able to go get those pound and pound of pork chops and hog maws and smokes and pork smoked sausages, all that wicked thing you love to buy. Those shrimps, those crabs, those lobsters, all those things that the food stamp helped get you, that vengeance had failed. Esau had cut you off, Eve. You no longer have that option anymore. And a lot of you didn't even try to get a job, so this right here hurts you even more. It hurts you even more because you relied on these food stamps. You relied on the strength of Pharaoh and his government. Now look at you. He done confounded you. All right? Starting at 10 again. Many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women. For the vengeance shall fail. The gathering shall not come. And see, starting November 1st, that gathering ain't going to come for you anymore. Them food stamps going to be cut off. And I read somewhere it's going to be like 25 states that's going to be doing this. And more likely, probably more. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. See, now it's time to tremble. As we seen in the one video, the woman like, it's winter time. You saying I can't feed my kids? Yeah. You're not going to be able to feed them. You're not going to be able to use those yamps to get that food, to get that vintage. Now you got to work for it. Now you got to be like all the other regular people who didn't get food stamp, who had to work hard to get their food. And for a lot of you, you don't have a job. You sit back, roll rode Big Daddy coattails, and now he done grabbed his coattail and slung you off. Now you're scared. Now you're crying. Now you're mad. Now you want to tear down everything. But you had already been warned that these days were coming. All right? Strip you and make you bare, and girt sackcloth upon your loins. And you girt that sackcloth, meaning you're in mourning. Which a lot of you women, y'all are in mourning, but y'all wouldn't claim it. That's why you're angry and want to fight and want to destroy. I'm just tell you like this: take your ass out there and think you're gonna do something. He gonna lay you down just like he'll lay anybody else. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, and for the fruitful vine. Yeah, you're crying. Now you're crying. You're upset. You're whining that you will no longer have those food stamps to be able to get all those things that you used to love. Because a lot of this is not about your kids. It's about the fact you can't get those stamps no more. That you can't use those stamps for the thing that you were using them for. And just like Eve got tricked by the serpent in the garden, y'all, being her descendants, getting tricked again by the serpent, who we know wasn't no damn snake, but a man who was cunning like a snake. And he fooled Eve into believing in his doctrine. Just like Esau Edom believed y'all into buying into that doctrine. Hey, we'll take care of you. We'll give you everything you want. Just get rid of your man. That's why a lot of you can run around here and say, oh, I don't need a man. Guess what? Esau Edom had you in a trick bag. Now you need that man. All right? Salaki. I'm going to go here. Genesis 3:13. And Yahweh, power said unto the woman, what is it thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. Yeah. That serpent beguiled you women again. And you ate of his doctrine. You took it in that you didn't need a man. You took it in and all those things that he was willing to give you to kick your men out the house. And now, here in the end time, Eden cut you off. A lot of you women don't even have men to protect you. Don't even have men to work for you. Why? Because you either used them up, you done slutted yourself out, or you just wanted to lord over them and no men want to be bothered with you. That's another reason why it hurt you so bad, Eve. You were tricked again by Esau Edom. You played right into his hand, getting rid of the men. Wanting to be bad, sad bitches. Thinking, we don't need that man. Now that the vengeance ain't coming. Now the grape gatherer is not going to gather any grapes for you. Who do you have? No one. Because a lot of you became high and mighty. Then stuck your nose in the air. Them got children by men who you knew weren't going to take care of them because, hey, you always thought, well, I can make all the mistakes I want. Big Daddy, he going to be there for me. He going to make sure we eat. He's going to give me food stamps and housing and government assistance and all these things. But you never thought about what would happen if he ever cut me off. That never crossed a lot of you Eve's mind. Matter of fact, y'all be so bad that if y'all see a woman who actually want to be a woman and get a husband and do right by him, y'all will try to break her down. Oh, he gonna cheat on you. Which no man can cheat on his wife. A man can have multiple wives, but that's neither here or there right now. But y'all would do that. Oh, I can't wait till he cheat on you, or you'll be back, or you gonna see. Nah. Those women were smart enough to see. They saw everything coming to an end, but a lot of you Eves didn't. You went in and allowed things like this to happen. Now look at you. With that vengeance felon, you out here crying. Why? Because the serpent beguiled you like he did Eve back in the garden. Let's see, can we get this in another translation? No, we gotta go to the AMP, one of my favorites. Then Yahweh Power said unto the woman, what is this you have done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled and deceived me, and I ate from the forbidden tree. Yeah, she took in that doctrine, just like y'all did. You were deceived by the serpent. You were beguiled and deceived by it. Let's see, can I get another? Yeah, the CJB. Yahweh Power said unto the woman, what is this you have done? The woman answered, the serpent tricked me, so I ate. And a lot of you women have been tricked by eating on that doctrine that Esau, Edom were pushing out, that you didn't need a man, that they will always take care of you. That if you follow their rules, you will always be under Big Daddy E's protection. Now look at you. You out here crying, fighting, fawning over things. Why? Because you no longer have their help, and you did so much against the men of your own kind, and being such a hazard to most men in general, that you're only good for one thing anyway. So a lot of men is not gonna rush to your rescue. That's why y'all ready to pop off. That's why it's becoming such a headache to you. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go here. 1 Timothy 5 and 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. And a lot of you was already dead anyway, spiritually, because you lived in that pleasure of being able to lord over your men. A lot of you so-called black women took that to a whole new level. The disrespect that you would show a man, the unfaithfulness, the high-minded. A lot of you felt because you get no government assistance, you was above your men. That you didn't need him. And now look at you. You're being confounded. You were beguiled. Now the black man, the so-called black man, doesn't want you. He won't protect you. He won't protect your kids. All because of all the shit you did with the help of your partner Esau, Edom, that serpent. But now that snake bit you, you got to remember, it was always a snake. So sooner or later, you gonna get bit. So now that he's bitten you, there's no one there to help suck the poison out. So all that's gonna happen is a slow, painful death for a lot of you women. That pleasure of ruling over your men, lording over them, that pleasure of being able to go out and do all type of whoredoms and wickedness, that pleasure of being able to just go buy whatever food you want using that EBT card, all that's gone. But you was already dead while you lived, as the scripture said. So this shouldn't be anything to mess you up too bad. You was never living. Why? Because you didn't want to listen when you had time. When the men of the Lord was out there telling you to turn back, get back in order that Yahweh Bashim Hawashai has set up. Get you a man and be prepared for these times to come. A lot of you didn't want to listen. You lived in that pleasure. So now that the pleasure is over with, the fun is done, you have no more men to protect you. You don't have a head. You're just out here by yourself. And as the scriptures say, a man shall be a hiding place from the wind. And none of you have any hiding place. None of you have any protection because you threw away the head. and put yourself in that spot. And since you want to be the head, as the same thing that happened to Adam, where he was made to work the field, now y'all got to work the field when all you had to do was be a helpmeet. That's why we're going to end it out here. In First Corinthians 11:3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. And it is that plain and simple, man. A lot of you don't have that head because you wanted to be the head. Now, since you want to be the head, you got to do head things. You got to fend for yourself. You got to go out there and work that field. You got to get that money. You got to support that family, which we know a lot of you eat real deal can't even do that. Y'all can't handle that, brother. So that's another reason you ready to wild out. But that fruitful vine has stopped. That ventures ain't coming. Especially during these holiday times that y'all love so much. A lot of y'all gonna go hungry next month. What you gonna do? I mean, we know what a lot of you women gonna do. But hey, what you gonna do? Now that you can't eat, now that you can't feed your kids, now you can't go buy all those abominations. And like I said, a lot of you were using that for bill money. Now them bills won't get paid. What are you gonna do when you have no head? When you disrespected all the men that real deal would have took care of you. Now you need help, and there's no one to help you. What are you gonna do? But that's all I had to say on this one. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai and Shalom.